Well guys, welcome back to the channel, but it's not good news. I've got an update on the abandoned Barra, the grey BA, the old faithful, old trusty.
The great white buffalo. Yeah.
It's not good. Got a message from my neighbour while I was at work and sent some photos. She's copped a bit of a whack from some no good bloody criminals, so I'll show you what's happened. So it's been sitting on the side of the road here in a parking spot for a couple of months because I haven't really been driving it, and yeah, it's copped a brick through the window or something. Someone's got in the back door. For whatever reason, they've stolen the garnish. Like, they've unbolted it because there's bolts. And they've smashed it as well. I don't know why they've bothered unbolting it to smash it, but anyway, I'm just gonna have to jump start it and put it in the basement, put it away for the night. Take it to work tomorrow and put a new window in it, but annoying. So it's just a bit annoying they took the plate. I've got to do a police report now, but garnish is like 50 bucks or something. Window will be 50 bucks. Car was pretty fucking rough already. They didn't even steal my little screen. Anyway, see if the jump starter jumps it. Guess they didn't realise what was hiding under the bonnet. Runs like a dream. So, let's see what's missing out of the boot. I don't think there was anything in there. Didn't even steal my LED globes. They've unbolted the garnish for sure. Yeah, they've unbolted the garnish. Crackheads. Anyway, let's get it inside and park it up and we'll fix it tomorrow. There's glass everywhere there. Didn't even steal my air fresheners, they're still good. Let's see if the washers work. Not really, but a bit better than what it was. I don't know what idiot tried to break into the worst car in Hamilton, but man, they literally, the only thing worth any money in this car is that. It was 80 bucks. The fucking head unit doesn't even work. Didn't even steal my quad lock mount. Thank you. Idiots. So just gonna try and clean up as much of it as I can into a bag so I can actually drive to work without getting pulled over by the cops. Hopefully we get all of that into the bag without making too much of a mess or cutting myself. And yeah, we'll see, clean it up properly at work. All right, so I got all the top of it out. Most of the bottom is still there. I'll see if I can just wind it down because that will just be easier and just get it into the door and I'll vacuum it out later. So I've got most of it in the bag, but I'll need to like sweep the seat and floor and everything before I try and drive it. All right, that's as clean as it's getting. Got all the glass out of the window area. Was able to just remove it from the bottom. It just peeled out. Got the seat clean so that I'm not going to get a glassy and nussy. Got the floor clean because I got my safety sandals on. Vacuum the rest of it when I get to work. So I got a lot out. It all sticks together at least with the tin. One thing I forgot about this car is how amazing the aircon actually works. This works too if you give it a whack. Sometimes. Sweet. AC is bloody pumping. Anyway, let's get to work and give this a proper clean up. I have found a window for, a door for 80 bucks in Kipper Ring. So I'll pop over there tonight and grab that, and then I'll just put the car in the workshop for tonight and at least keep it out of the weather, and then change the door or the window tomorrow. Well, I obviously got the car jumped and was driving it. I got all the way to the Southern Crossway, and just as I went to go on the on-ramp, car stalled as I came to a stop, and I thought, oh fuck. So I got out and jumped it. There was like 50 cars behind me. Tried to jump it, and as soon as I disconnect the battery, the jump pack, it stalls. So I think the alternator's also not charging now, so that's freaking great. And it's like peak hour, like there's just cars pumping past me, so I'm kind of pulled out of the way. I was able to get it running long enough to be able to just get it right out of everyone's way, but I might have to get it towed, so that's annoying. But anyway, other option is just dump it here and then go get a battery. But I really don't want to dump it here because it's got no window. So yeah, I could be back with a battery in like half an hour, but yeah, it's a little bit annoying. But yeah, it's been running for like 5 minutes with the jump pack still on it. So I'll disconnect it now and see if it's actually put any juice into the battery. But if it stalls straight away, then she's a tow job. All right, so I was able to get the jump pack off and it's still running. So I'm just gonna go up the on-ramp, and at least there was somewhere safer to stop on the side of the highway further up. Well, I made it to work, thank fuck. I got stuck at the freaking intersection there because I was up on the curb. My God, traffic was so busy. It was coming from Kingsford Smith and like the other side of Kingsford Smith and from like where Shannon's is. Holy crap, I was there for 15 minutes trying to get back onto the road. And I was always also nervous that if I got back onto the road, it was immediately gonna cut out again and block traffic again. So I was peaking. Anyway, made it to work without a drama, so thank God. So gonna bust the vacuum out and give this thing a freaking vacuum like it's never had before, because there is fucking glass everywhere. It's in the back seat, it's in the passenger side, it's coming out of my ears, it's falling out of my beard, it's freaking everywhere. It's also, the car was disgusting because I literally only drive my dog in it, but there is glass like everywhere, and it's all tiny little shards too, like that just glisten in the sun. It'll be real sharp and just dig into the fabric. Sort of swept it all off here, but yeah, like it's just glass dust everywhere. So old Evil Hawk didn't need to rescue me, made it here, the old trusty BA. So I'll put the battery restorer on that and yeah, see if that helps. But yeah, just start vacuuming it out, I guess, and then go pick up a window tonight. Just realised I've still got the old battery from this car. It's actually still charged. I think this battery's only about 6 months old, and this one was replaced under warranty, but went a little low at one point. And so I just bought that one, but this one's still got 12 volts in it. So I'm just gonna swap them over. It's been sitting in my toolbox for a while. Probably do a warranty claim on that one because that one is still under warranty, but I don't think this one will be. So let's see if she starts with that battery in it, because it had 12 volts. So if that starts, we were all good and don't have to buy a new battery. Oh, bloody beautiful. The BA cannot be defeated. So I've just hooked this jumper up to this. It does start and everything. Alternator charges at 13.8. I don't know if that's showing up. LED, so it's a bit flickery, but it's charging at 13.8. So I might just pump a little bit of juice into this battery as well, just in case. It was 12.4 volts sitting. Yeah. I also just remembered about that clicking noise you could just hear is the tensioner. I've actually got a new thermostat O-ring, water pump, radiator, because this car was randomly overheating. That's why I stopped driving it. You'd drive it and it'd be all good, and then it would just randomly overheat for no reason. The temp gauge would just be sitting at normal for like an hour of driving, and then it would just go whoop. So, and the coolant's good, the water pump works because it doesn't overheat normally. The fans were on when it was happening, and it would just randomly just overheat. So I just wanted to replace everything in the cooling system and flush it right out, start from scratch and see what it was. I suspect it was AC related, but I don't know for sure. But anyway, the AC does work. But yeah, so I don't know if I'll do all that in this video or not, but oh, it looks like someone actually tried to yoink the front plate off too. Or something. No, I think someone just touch parked it where it was parked. Because yeah. Someone tried to touch park her because the sides popped out too, which it was always out a little bit, but it's out more than it used to be. So yeah, I think someone just ran into it when it was parked there. So anyway, I've got to go to transport, get new plates because these have got to go because obviously one's missing now. I'd rather not find out the hard way of what happens with that. So I'd rather just have done a police report, but yeah, just got to go to transport, get new plates. So anyway, just gonna let that charge for a bit and give it a vacuum and then head off. I'm also going to steal that little cap on the power steering pump for the black car, and probably steal the wiper blades, because the wiper arms, because they're in much better condition. There's actually a lot of things I should probably take off this car and put on that one, but anyway, mostly the breaker lines because they are much better looking. Maybe I'll do that one day. Anyway, yeah, we'll get the vacuuming done. Yeah, so obviously ordered thermostat gasket, thermostat, radiator, water pump, battery, belt, and a pulley. That was February this year, so awesome. So let's get that replaced on a warranty. The back seat wasn't even popped in properly because from when I changed the fuel pump into the black car. So yeah, she's just pull the seat out, it's just easier to clean. Well, she's all clean, so the dash is a little dusty still, need to give it a proper clean, but at least it's inhabitable now. It's not too bad. So just going to pause the video here basically till I decide what I'm doing. I'm going to go get a window tonight and come in tomorrow and change that out. But it's really got me thinking about that bad boy and what we want to do about swaps or whatever, or driveline swaps and stuff. Also, don't know if I ever made a video on it, but I got a new roof lining done. So this thing's mint. It's on its way. It's on its way to getting mint, boys. Alrighty, so leaving it here. The rebuild will commence shortly. So the comeback tour will be greater than the demise. So the old abandoned Barra has been abandoned too many times, but she's going to come back from the dead. So we're going to start doing some numbers and doing some planning and work out a solid plan forward, what we're going to do. And she's going to come back to life, I think. Back with a vengeance. She's got some chopping to do. So other than the paint and the interior and the exterior and the engine and the driveline, she comes up mint. So always does come up all right with a bit of a vacuum, but anyway. Off to go have some lunch with Kyle. Rightio guys, so it's now Saturday morning. Went and picked up a window last night to get the BA sorted. So, well, picked up a whole door, so I got to pull the window out of the door. And yeah, we'll get that window chucked in. Also development, I bought a holder for my phone, so I can hopefully hold it without dropping it all the time. The other thing I'm going to show you is the condition this thing's currently in, because it's been sitting again. It's been re-abandoned. So rust is starting to come through this guard even worse than before. Obviously someone touch parked into it and popped the bar out. Rust is really starting to come out through the bonnet now. Missing a lot more paint than it was. But other than that, not too bad. Obviously got the black mirror because I clipped the chrome mirror into a parked car about 2 years ago. And yeah, so I do still need to replace some of these other windows too. Like this one's, other than being dusty, it's like I had a rock thrown at it or something, I don't know. Anyway, I figured also while the car's at work, give it a bit of a birthday with the parts that I bought for it a year ago. So it was overheating for a bit. It would just, like I'd drive it home from work, I'd get all the way home and then all of a sudden the temp would just skyrocket. So bought a radiator, water pump, a thermostat, an O-ring. It also has a noisy tensioner and a new belt, but I don't know if that will fix it because it acts like the fans don't work, but the fans work, so who knows. Anyway, also had a Z9 sitting around for about a year and just ordered in some oil. So gonna give it a service too while it's here. So give it a little bit of a birthday. One of the reasons I stopped driving it was because of this overheating last summer. So let it sit all winter without getting driven, and now it's summer again. Gonna start driving it again. Give the air freshener a refill and she's good to go for another 6 months. Beautiful. This car's actually, like, it's dirty, but it's like, I don't know, there's something about BA interior. It's just an aesthetically pleasing interior. They're not like brandishly outrageous. They're just nice and sleek. I really like the dash. I don't know why. It's getting really nasty. At one point, geckos started eating it. There's geckos in the car, but that's gonna go. So I think for now, I'm just gonna get a black leather and a black leather, and then it's a lot less slimy in here because the dash itself is fine. It's just brown, and I might get a new sticker for that for now. But there is big news coming for this car, which I'll announce in another video. This video is just a little bit of a birthday for the old girl. First things first, I'm probably gonna rip this door trim off and just start cleaning it right up. And then I'll focus on getting that glass out of that door, which is sitting by the scrap pile, but it is certainly not scrap. An update I forgot to tell you. We're on the iPhone 17 now, so we'll. I'm also using no microphone on this video, so let's see if this is any better. Now, someone said he was going to be here at 8 this morning, and it's currently 9:30, so someone's a little hungover, I think. Lads, you know the deal, step by step. Alrighty. So what I was saying earlier is, like, there's all glass like in here. And there'll be still glass in that bottom pocket. Probably, yeah. A little bit of glass there. So anyway, we'll flip that over, get all the glass out of it, and then vacuum the rest of the glass out of the door. I guess there's going to be a lot. Now my plan is, I think to get the glass out of the door, you have to pull all this shit out. So I'll obviously see how I go on the other door first before I start pulling stuff off this, because I can't remember how to do it. And I got the speaker out of the way. I'll pull this foam off, and then, oh yeah, more glass. A lot of glass in there still. Right, so hopefully this ain't too bad to do. Anyway, alright, I'll start ripping that other door apart now. I'm gonna do that inside because it is freaking sunny out of control today, so yeah. Wherever that sun is, it's beaming on me, so I'm glowing, I'm gonna burn. So I'm gonna do that inside. Alright, so here's the new door. They're heavy. I forget how heavy they are every time, and then I need to pick one up. Also, fun fact, these do not fit in a Tesla. Went to go pick it up last night in the boot of the Tesla, did not fit. Kieran had to bloody come and help me with his ute, and then we got to work and neither of us had keys, so we had to slide it under the gate. But it's safe, it's good. He did say the window was mint, but it's definitely not. That is actually a scratch on the outside. The rest of it's just tint shit, I think. So I'll get it out of the car and then I'll peel the tint off and see what it's like. Or out of the door. Now, from memory, by the time you get all these seals out, it's a bit of a big job. And then I think you got to pull this dress trim off like this. That trim has to go, and I'll probably break that, but we'll see how we go. At least I'll have a spare. So let's just see how this comes out. Should be able to just unclip this glass from this door and pull that reg out. But I might just power probe the door, the reg, and pull that down so I can get to the clips easier. Alright, so power probe hooked to the BA, the black BA. So we have a 900 horsepower window motor right now. I think the door actuator, window actuator doesn't work. Alright, there we go. Sweet, it's probably enough. It's not going to work well when it's not bolted up, but we'll see how that goes. That should be enough. Now we can actually get to that clip there, right there, and then there's another one. One there, one there. So we should be able to get to those now. Get that window pulled out. Glass detached. Window reg out of the way. So now I'm probably going to start pulling some of these seals out and see if I can get this glass out without destroying it. Right, that was easy as well. Now, let's see if you can just pull this out. But Oh yeah, definitely easier than I remember last time. Let's give this window a preliminary clean and see what cleans and what doesn't. So we have two options with the tint. Option one is heat it up and try and get the glue off all in one go. Option two is just yank the tint off and hit the glue with carby cleaner and just turn it to liquid goo. Start with heat and see if it works. But yeah, that's actually coming off with the glue, so I might get the heat gun and see if I can just keep going. Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit this in the sun, and the sun is slowly hiding and letting me have some shade, so I can put it in with shade once that's finally peeled and clean. Should be able to work completely in the shade here. So it was bloody hot in the sun earlier, but it's quite nice in the shade. While I wait for it to heat up, I'm just doing the goo removal, which is actually working quite well. I got all the tint off, but there's just a couple of pieces left. One little piece there, one little piece there, and then just the rest of the goo. So I'll get that all cleaned and then we'll try and fit it to car because we're now in shade. Right, window is pretty clean now, so not much left on it, pretty good. A little bit of boots, but just gonna fit it and then do the final clean because it's gonna get covered in fingerprints and slime when I'm trying to fit it anyway. It does have a lot of scratches in it, but I think that's just from going up and down. So that's probably on the other side. That's definitely on the other side if you can see that. I can see that smudge that I just put on it is on this side and the scratches are all on the outside. So anyway, Kyle's got the old busted old ute out. We're trying some S650 wheels. They look like bloody monster truck wheels compared to the Falcon size tyres, but because the fronts are shorter, so let's put the front on, see what it looks like outside. Yeah, I'll go over the road and have a look. That's why Falcon wheels are a lot shorter than Mustang wheels. Anyway, right, let's get this door vacuumed out and then try and get these little window clippy-doos out of the door. Let's try and get these little clips off the window rig. I might actually pull the whole actuator out. That'll probably make the most sense. Because there's no glass on it now, it'll be real easy to pull out and clean it off the car rather than trying to get these clips off the actuator in the door. I'll just unbolt it and pull it out. Big brain moment here, I think. I don't think I've ever had to do a window rig in this car, but or maybe I did. Maybe I did when I first brought it back. Yeah, that's definitely a aftermarket window rig. I've definitely done one. So hopefully I can pop all that out without killing my fingers. 1, 2, easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, let's put this back in the car. Actually, I might put the glass in first with this just sitting in the bottom, because I think from memory, that can get in the way of trying to put the glass in, but I don't want to end up with the glass in and not able to hold it. No, I can put the glass in and just wedge it at the top with cardboard. I'll do that. All right, so this is just gonna go in and sit at the bottom. So I'll vacuum the rest of that glass out again now, because more glass just went everywhere. All right, so I'll just sit that there, flick these trims out. Now, I think you go front in and down. That went in pain-free. Now just wedge cardboard in the top of it. Sure to hold it in place. We'll also hold it there. Just keep one hand up in against this glass. All right, everything's coming up Millhouse. All Alright, reg bolted back in. Now just got to slot these down onto the little lock tabs. One. I think that's on actually. Just going to plug in the window switch and do the window right down so I can see the lock tabs. Oh no, it's locked. We're good. Alrighty, so that's locked in. Just has a little bit of free play. That one's all locked in. Cannot see that one. Anyway, alright, that'll do. I'll put this window back up and put those trims back in. Just so I don't scratch my new trim, I'm going to give that a good clean as well, because that's what runs on the window channel. So I'll just get all the dirt off that. Alright, well that stuff doesn't really want to clean. It's like foam. I thought it was like felt, but it's more like foam. It's just disintegrating, so it just peels off and stuff. So let's just fit it. Alrighty, all the trims are back in. That you just have to undo this lower mirror bolt to just lift that mirror a little bit to get that outer trim in under the mirror, and then do the bolt up, and then this one just clips in. All good. Window goes up and down like a bolt one. Beautiful. Car is back to having sealable windows and I can wash it today. Just give this door one final vacuum, get all the shit out of it. Alrighty, as good as it's getting. Gonna whack this door trim back on. I'm not gonna show that, but then we're all done with the window anyway. Now I was gonna do the radiator and service and everything today, but I'll probably just do that tomorrow because it's getting late already. Because I've farted around and taken forever to do this while I was waiting for the shade. I'll probably wash the car today though, now that there's shade there. So I'll drive it up and give it a wash. And then I'll come in tomorrow and do the service and water pump and everything. Alrighty, we're all done. So, she's a little cleaner than the rest of the car, but... So there was just that one little scratch on it. So overall, honestly, can't really complain too much. Like, I mean, the glass on this car was pretty cooked already, so... obviously there's... I don't know if that'll show up, but there's some scuffs on that. That's pretty normal for a car, BA aged car. Anyway, nice and clean, window works. Beautiful. And tried to give that a little white because I've been driving it every day for work with dirty pants on. So anyway, this went funny. I think it got eaten by a gecko or something because it's the same as the knob, the handbrake lever. At the same time it went bad, and I found a few geckos in the car. It's gross anyway to start with, but I think a gecko made it worse. Anyway, alright, I'm done for the day. Actually, I'll wash the car before I go. Smash my window, you can steal my garnish, but you will not defeat the abandoned Barra. I just blasted most of the paint off the bonnet, but first wash in 3 years. Looks good all in one colour. Interesting development, that scratch that was here actually washed off. So I think it was just a bit of sap or something, but that actually came out, so that's awesome. So yeah, that window is actually pretty good condition other than just the little scuffs in it. But I mean, all the windows will have them in them, so I'm not too worried. Alrighty guys, it's actually Sunday morning, but that will end this video here. I'm gonna do the radiator and stuff today, but that will be in a separate video. So that's gonna end stage 1 of the comeback of the abandoned Barra. So there's gonna be a lot more content coming soon on this car. Got some exciting news I'm gonna share in a future video. Some big changes coming to the grey BA. So we'll catch you on the next video guys. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you on the next videos on the abandoned Barra.